Have you ever looked at wealthy people and wondered what they know that everyone else doesn't? Why does one person work for 40 years and still struggle financially, while another achieves financial freedom long before retirement? The answer is not luck. The answer is not intelligence. And the answer is definitely not working harder. The truth is that wealthy people understand a different set of rules. Rules about money, rules about investing, rules about building assets, rules about creating freedom, and today, you're going to learn those rules. Welcome to the Complete Financial Freedom Masterclass. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how money works, why most people stay trapped financially, and the step-by-step process for building lasting wealth. Let's begin. The first thing you need to understand is that financial freedom is not about being rich. It's about having choices. Financial freedom means you don't have to wake up every day worried about money. It means you can spend time with family, travel when you want, work because you choose to, not because you have to. And achieving financial freedom starts with changing the way you think about money. Most people spend their entire lives chasing income. They believe more income will solve all their problems. But income alone doesn't create wealth. There are professional athletes who earned millions and went broke. There are lottery winners who lost everything. There are doctors earning hundreds of thousands per year who live paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because income is only one piece of the puzzle. Wealth is what you keep, not what you earn. The first rule of financial freedom is simple. Spend less than you earn. It sounds obvious, but millions of people fail to do it. Every time they earn more, they spend more. New car, bigger house, expensive vacations, luxury clothing. The paycheck grows, the spending grows, and wealth never appears. This is called lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation is one of the biggest enemies of financial freedom. Because no matter how much you earn, if your expenses rise just as fast, you're still stuck. The wealthy understand something important. Income can make you rich, but investments make you wealthy. Think about that. If you stop working tomorrow, how long can your money continue supporting you? 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. Financial freedom begins when your assets generate enough income to pay for your lifestyle. That brings us to the second rule. Buy assets. Avoid liabilities. An asset puts money into your pocket. A liability takes money out. Stocks can be assets. Businesses can be assets. Rental properties can be assets. Royalties can be assets. Meanwhile, expensive cars, consumer debt, and luxury purchases often take money away from you. The average person buys liabilities and hopes they become wealthy. The wealthy buy assets and allow those assets to create wealth. Imagine planting a tree. You don't plant it today and expect fruit tomorrow. You water it, protect it, give it time, and eventually, it produces fruit year after year. Assets work the same way. The more assets you own, the more financial fruit you produce. Now let's talk about something that changes lives. Paying yourself first. Most people pay everyone else first. They pay rent, they pay utility bills, they pay subscriptions, they pay credit cards, then they try to save whatever remains. Unfortunately, nothing remains. Financially successful people reverse the process. The moment they receive income, they save and invest a percentage first. Then they live on the rest. This habit may seem small, but over time, it changes everything. Because saving isn't about money, it's about behavior. A person who saves 10% of a small income will usually save 10% of a large income. The habit comes before the wealth. Now let's discuss budgeting. Many people hate budgets because they think budgets restrict freedom. Actually, budgets create freedom. A budget is simply a plan for your money. Without a plan, money disappears. You spend a little here, a little there, and suddenly hundreds or thousands of dollars are gone. One of the easiest budgeting methods is the 50-30-20 rule. 50% goes to needs, 30% goes to wants, 20% goes to savings and investments. This isn't a strict law. It's a guideline. The goal is awareness. Because you can't improve what you don't measure. Track your spending for 30 days. Every dollar, every purchase, every subscription, every meal. Most people are shocked by the results. Small expenses create massive financial leaks. A daily $10 habit becomes more than $3,000 annually. Over 10 years, that's more than $30,000. And when invested, that money could grow significantly larger. The next lesson is one that many people learn too late. Debt is dangerous. Not all debt is bad, but high-interest debt is one of the fastest ways to destroy wealth. Credit card debt is particularly dangerous. Many people underestimate the impact of compound interest when it's working against them. Imagine owing money at 25% interest. Your debt grows even when you sleep, even when you're working, even when you're trying to get ahead. The longer you carry debt, the harder it becomes to escape. Financial freedom requires eliminating high-interest debt as quickly as possible. Every dollar paid toward interest is a dollar that cannot be invested for your future. Speaking of investing, let's discuss the most powerful wealth-building tool ever discovered. Compound interest. Imagine investing $100 every month. The first year doesn't seem exciting. The second year still feels slow. But eventually, something remarkable happens. Your money begins earning money. Then those earnings earn money. Then those earnings earn even more money. The growth starts accelerating. This is the magic of compounding. The biggest mistake people make is waiting. They believe they'll invest when they earn more, when they get a promotion, when they finish paying bills, when the timing feels right. But time is the most important ingredient. The earlier you start, the greater the results. Let's imagine two investors. One begins at age 25. The other begins at age 35. Both invest the same amount every month. The first investor often ends up with hundreds of thousands of dollars more simply because they started earlier. Time matters more than timing. Now let's talk about investing itself. Many people think investing means picking the next big stock, trying to predict market winners, watching financial news all day. But most successful investors follow a much simpler approach. They invest consistently, they diversify, they stay patient, and they think long term. The stock market rises and falls. There are crashes, corrections, bear markets, recessions, but throughout history, markets have rewarded patient investors. The key word is patient. Most people want quick results. Financial freedom rewards long-term thinking. Imagine planting seeds and digging them up every week to check growth. That would be ridiculous. Yet many investors do something similar. They panic whenever markets decline. They sell during fear, and buy during excitement. The opposite approach is usually more effective. Remain calm, stay consistent, continue investing, allow time to do the heavy lifting. Now let's discuss emergency funds. Life is unpredictable. Unexpected events happen. Cars break down, jobs disappear, medical emergencies occur. Without savings, these situations become financial disasters. An emergency fund acts as a safety net. It creates stability, peace of mind, and flexibility. Most financial experts recommend saving enough to cover several months of living expenses. This money isn't designed to grow rapidly. Its purpose is protection. Protection creates confidence. Confidence creates better decisions. Another important aspect of financial freedom is increasing income. There are two ways to improve your financial situation: spend less, or earn more. The most successful people eventually focus on both. One of the best investments you can make is investing in yourself. Learn new skills, develop expertise, increase your value. The marketplace rewards value. The more problems you solve, the more opportunities you create. Skills often generate greater returns than investments. A skill can increase income for decades. Never stop learning, never stop improving, never stop growing. Financial freedom is not just about money. It's about becoming more valuable over time. Let's discuss multiple income streams. Relying on a single source of income can be risky. If that income disappears, financial stress arrives immediately. Multiple income streams create resilience. Perhaps you have a job, an investment portfolio, a side business, dividend income, rental income, digital products, freelance work. The more income sources you develop, the stronger your financial foundation becomes. Now let's talk about one of the biggest mistakes people make: comparison. Comparison destroys financial progress. People buy things they don't need to impress people who aren't paying attention. Social media makes this worse. You see luxury cars, expensive vacations, designer clothing, large homes, and suddenly you feel behind. But appearances are often misleading. Many people look wealthy. Very few actually are wealthy. Real wealth is invisible. It's the investment account nobody sees, the assets nobody notices, the disciplined decisions made consistently over years. True financial freedom happens quietly. No flashy headlines, no overnight success, just smart decisions repeated over long periods. Finally, understand this: financial freedom is not a destination. It's a process of learning, growing, saving, investing, improving, and staying disciplined. The journey won't always be easy. There will be setbacks, mistakes, unexpected challenges, but every smart financial decision moves you closer to freedom. Every dollar invested matters, every debt paid off matters, every skill learned matters, every asset acquired matters. The people who achieve financial freedom aren't necessarily the smartest. They aren't always the highest earners. They're often the most consistent. They show up, stay patient, trust the process, and allow time to work its magic. Your future is being shaped by the decisions you make today. Not tomorrow, not next year, today. Start small if necessary, but start, because the best time to begin building financial freedom was years ago. The second best time is right now.